I'm Jen Cafferty, founder and CEO of the Nourished Group. When COVID hit, I had a little heads up. I had a friend in Italy that was dealing with the pandemic over there in February. So I was really watching closely what was happening in Europe. So when the whole issue started to happen in the US, I really felt like I kind of had an inkling of what was already going on in the world. However, for me, I have this thing where I don't live on hopium, I call it. I have to act and just hoping that it wasn't going to be as bad as I thought it was going to be, or it wasn't going to be as long as some people were saying with this, who knows when the end point is. I thought it doesn't matter how long it is. I have to really act. So from March, I already was enacting a plan on what to do. If COVID was going to be as bad as they said it was, I was going to lose 70% of my company. We work with brands in the gluten-free and specialty diet space, and our customers are people with autoimmune and inflammatory conditions. And we run consumer shows where there's food sampling going on, and we have a restaurant finder. So in the COVID era, there was going to be no food sampling. There was not going to be people going out to eat at restaurants as much. So I had to act really fast. Right away for me, EO helped with my PPP loan process. It was the most beneficial thing I've ever had, to be on calls every single day, even multiple times a day, to understand the PPP loan process, because I was the first person with the Chase banker that I was assigned to get my PPP loan because of my help from EO, and because I wasn't just stalled and hoping that things would get better and waiting, and I had a plan. I was able to take that PPP loan money and apply it immediately to start working on my plan. So with the help of EO members really across the globe, but mostly in the US, I needed to pivot my trade show business immediately. It was a live trade show business across the US, and I knew that couldn't work in the era of COVID, at least not in the near future, for a year or two. So I reached out on the EO Slack channel, and I heard from people all over the globe, and they spent time with me. They spent 30 minutes, an hour with me, just talking through what does it mean to have an online trade show platform. Could I build my own? Should I use someone else's? Ultimately, I ended up loving working with one of the people that was just talking to me for free. We became business partners, and we started a new online trade show and conference platform called Showmetry, and that's all because of EO.